What's up, my Digimon friends? And today I'm going to be doing a Lilithmon deck profile. As you guys have seen the footage of me playing against my friend who was playing Rust-Tyrannomon. And yeah, I'm just gonna go straight right into it. Let's go! So let's start off with the eggs. I run 4 copies of Digimon. I did want to run Sunomons. The Sunomons are really good too, when you discard a card and then you get to draw a card. And yeah, I prefer Demi-Meramons because when it gets destroyed, I get to actually proc the effect of drawing a card, discarding a card. I do love this though, Sunomon. It's really cute, but with this build that I'm going for right now, I just really prefer Demi-Meramons over the Sunomons. And yeah, let's get moving. And for the rookies, I run only 11 in this deck, as I run more champions than rookies, surprisingly. I run 4 copies of the starter Gabumon. When it attacks, inherit, just draw a card, discard a card. It's really nice to proc off the Eismon engine, as I run Eismon engine in this deck. And yeah, I really like this because it's very consistent when attack, draw a card, and discard a card. I really prefer this over this Gabumon. I also run this Gabumon to be able to draw 2 and discard 1. I prefer this one more though because it's an attack skill, and this one it procs only when it's destroyed. So I kind of prefer this one over that one. That's why I run 4 of this. I run 2 copies of Labramon to be able to just on play, draw a card, discard a card, to proc more effects by discarding cards. And yeah, last but not least, run 2 Gazemons for that memory deny. Other than Tamers, yeah, that's just really it. I was supposedly gonna run the Lilithmons from BT06 or BT07, I forgot what set was it from, but I just really prefer this lineup, as I want myself to discard as many cards as possible from my hand. So yeah, let's go to the champions real quick. Like I mentioned earlier, I run more champions than rookies. So I run the Eismon engine. Yeah, just 4 copies of the Scatter Mode and 4 copies of the Eismon. This card is really nice. I really love the Eismon engine, especially Eismon, to be able to just get discarded and then on play it if I haven't Scatter Mode in the trash. So by being able to use my rookie's effect to discard cards, Eismon really benefits from getting discarded from hand whenever I have Scatter Mode in my trash. So therefore, yeah, Scatter Mode just draws 3 and discard 2 when it's destroyed, and Eismon just on plays it, and it gets powered too, which is really nice for every Scatter Mode in the trash. So yeah, I really like this, but I rarely use that gaining power effect. So I run 2 copies of Ginkakumon promo to just be able to use Rush, and by shoving Ginkakumon and Kinkakumon in the soul or in the source to get memory, and draws me a card. Speaking of that, I only run 2 copies of Ginkakumon and 1 copy of Kinkakumon. I want to see Ginkakumons more often because Ginkakumon does benefit me by getting a memory by discarding a card by an effect, though it doesn't discard on its own. But unlike Kinkakumon discards by its own effect. So when it's in the inherit, it just discards a card and kills at level 3 or less. And yeah, the main reason why I run the Ginkakumon promo is to have that rush ability, which really comes in clutch sometimes. So therefore, yeah, this is my champions lineup. I'm gonna go right into the ultimates. And for the ultimates, I run 4 copies of Lilithmon to be able to draw 2 and discard 2 when it evos, and for it to use and for it to kill a level 3 if I use an option in the inherit. I run 3 copies of the Rebellion that gives blocker and vengeance if I discard a card from my hand, which also procs off any cards that have discard ability. And speaking of discard from hand ability, I run 1 copy of that Skull Greymon that gives vengeance for free just by discarding it. I really love this card, and I only want to run 1 because if I run 2, I see it way too often. I only want to see it really late in the game, or like mid game. I don't want to see it that early in the game, but it wouldn't hurt if it comes early, but I would just prefer seeing it a bit later. That's why I only run 1. And Rebellion comes in clutch sometimes, as I play a lot with the Eismon. So when I just play this from trash, I evo Rebellion on top of the Eismon and just discard a card, and it gets a vengeance and blocker. So it helps me stay as an ultimate and a blocker for the end of turn. And yeah, that Lilithmon is just a very good staple 4 copies to be able to just draw 2 and discard 2. which really is needed in this deck to be able to fill up my drop zone for cards that I'm going to be talking about later. And yeah, that's my ultimate lineups, and I'm going to go right into the megas. And as for the megas, I run 3 copies of Lilithmon and 1 copy of Titamon. Lilithmon is a very nice card, very good card till this day, and I run 1 Tita. Lilithmon, I only like it at 3 because if I run 4 and if I evo on top of my ultimate without having 10 cards in my trash, I can't fetch any option cards because I don't have 10 cards or more. That's why, just in case if that happens, I run Titamon, and it also plays a level 4 from trash, and it checks for 2 security, which is really nice of an effect. I really enjoy running Titamon as well, for me to be able to just catch up to my opponent if I'm falling behind, or if I just don't have 10 cards in my trash. And yeah, Lilithmon to be able to just bring back two option cards from my trash and then gain 2 memory from using them is really nice. It really pairs up with rekt that just gives 1 memory for every 10 cards in trash. And yeah, that's it for my megas. I'll go to the level 7s. Are they called super ultimates, or are they called, I don't know. You know what, let's get right into it. I run 3 copies of Zwarts. I used to run a 2, but when I ran Zwarts at 2, I didn't really feel as comfortable. I didn't really feel as easy when I discard it from my hand or mill it from my deck, because there are some cards that trashes cards from my deck, which is very weird. But yeah, I guess running 3 is the most ideal number in any Lilithmon loop deck. 2 is still fine, but I just really like playing it safe, so therefore I run 3. And for it to be able to just mill 3 cards and then on play 2 level 8s, no, 2 cost 8s or lower from trash is really nice as well. And its other effect is just to be able to attack, and then fetches a level 6 to hand, and then it kills a 12 cost or less active state Digimon. The idea of this Zwart is to be able to just loop back the Lilithmon in the inherit. So when you attack, you bring Lilithmon back, and just by his effect to be able to play a cost of this, so you play something like an ultimate and you just evolve into Lilithmon to be able to just loop back more option cards from trash. That's the main reason why you want to run Zwarts. And yeah, I'm just gonna go to the options and tamers, and yeah, let's go. So for options, I run 4 copies of Jack's Raid. I was gonna drop it to 3, but sometimes running 4 is the most ideal, I guess. And 1 copy of Deathclaw. I didn't run this card earlier, but seeing how good it is, it just kills a level 4. Really brought me to this card. And 1 copy of Calling from the Darkness. To be able to kill something and then fetch 2 purple cards from my purple Digimons from my trash is really nice. And last but not least, I run that 1 copy of is it called Mega Omnifusion? Mega Digimon Fusion. I used to run 2, but seeing it so early in the game really clogs my hands. So therefore, yeah, I only run 1, which is enough. It's really enough to just run 1, as you rarely mill cards from your trash unless if you're playing like a Zwart or the Tamer card that I'm going to be showing you guys later. And yeah, I really like the Mega Omnifusion to be able to just evolve Zwart for free for that turn, but you need to put it back in the bottom of the deck unless if you kill that Zwart on that turn. And Jack Race to be able to get memory with the Lilithmon loop to be able to fetch it back from trash, and then using it to be able to get more memory, so you have more options, more decisions that you can make. And how this deck could technically OTK decks if you set it up properly. Like it literally could. And yeah, just Deathclaw and Calling from Darkness just helps you get rid of Digimons that you don't want or you want to see in trash, so that you'll be able to on-play them with Zwarts. And yeah, this deck can just go on and on if you play them right. And yeah, I'll just go to the Tamers right now. And I run 3 Analog Boys. I try to run 4. I didn't really like it as much because I always just mill itself. So therefore, I want to mill as many Digimon as possible. So therefore, I only run 3. And I run 1 copy of the Yamato to be able to just get that memory reset just in case, and fetch something that's purple Digimon or option cards, which is really nice. Analog Boy to be able to just check top 3 and then milling and adding a Digimon to my hand, and the rest goes to trash. And then to be able to just hatch the egg and getting a memory if my level 5 or less dies. So I really like this. If you have more of these on the board and you just tap everything, you basically get 1 to 3 memory. And yeah, I really like this Lilithmon loop deck in general. It's one of my favorite decks to play. If not, I think it is my favorite besides Digimon. I mean, Digimon's my boy, so I can't let my boy just... I can't betray my boy like that. But other than Digimon, this deck is probably one of my favorites to play. I really enjoy this deck. And the main reason why I run Analog Boy is for me to be able to proc the Mega Omni Fusion. Without Analog Boy, I won't be able to fulfill its white color, so therefore, yeah, I run these two to be able to proc that option. And yeah, I really like this freaking deck. I do. I really enjoy it. Thank you guys so much for tuning into my Lilithmon loop deck profile. I'll try my best to upload as many deck profiles as possible. I only got one damn deck profile in on my channel right now, which is the Chaos Digimon one, and I'll be uploading more very soon. I'll be uploading deck profiles more often as I built quite a lot of decks within these times. I just don't have time to film them as I was very busy. Now I'm quite free, so therefore I'll try my best to upload as much as possible. And yeah, hope you guys enjoyed this video. Hope you guys subscribe, like the video, and really enjoy the Digimon TCG. Thank you guys so much for tuning into my Lilithmon deck profile once again. I'll see you guys very soon with more deck profiles coming soon. And yeah, have a great day. See you very soon. Bye.